Hi, my name is Andrea Sims and I am the founder of Team Push to Purpose. And today I want to share with you guys how to take 30 minutes of your day and use it most effectively to move your Beachbody business forward. When I first became a coach, I was working full-time as a social worker, 50 hours a week. I'm a mom, I've got kids, craziness, running a household, sports, homework. So my plate was very full, as I'm sure all of you guys' plate is like crazy, crazy full. So the time that you do have to work your business, you need to be doing the right activities consistently in order to see results. The right activities consistently over time will truly move your business forward, because a lot of times we can do busy work and we don't see results, and so we're putting in all this time, but we're not doing the right things, and so we're not seeing results, and it can be really frustrating. And then that little voice in your head will start telling you you're not really good at this, or you've tried, you've talked to everyone, nobody wants to join your challenge group, or whatever it is. That little voice inside your head will start talking you down, and then you'll slowly start to get frustrated. And so I don't want that to happen to you. And that is why I'm going to share with you guys, if I only have 30 minutes in my day, exactly what I do and what I want you guys to do every single day in order to move your business forward. Imagine having a checklist. And so when you sit down, you can focus on the checklist, and as you do what you need to do, you can just check it off, check it off, check it off. And then once your checklist is checked off, you can feel good and feel confident that you worked your business that day. You did the right things. And so that's what I want to share with you guys. So this is the 30-minute power hour. If you only have 30 minutes in your day to devote to your business, this is what you're going to do. Now, if you can give more time, then up your numbers. Of course, do more. If you can give an hour a day, or maybe you're like, look, I want to run, I want to sprint with this business because I see the opportunity and I see the potential, then you can do more. But for those of us who only have about 30 minutes every single day to devote to your business, you are going to do the 30-minute power hour. And it kind of is broken down into two sections. The first section is what you're going to be doing on social media. Social media is the easiest and the fastest way to grow your business. It just is. People are on social media. Most of us, when we wake up in the morning, we check Facebook or we're checking Instagram. So if you want to truly utilize your time and leverage what you're doing, then you need to utilize social media: Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever you're on the most. Start there. Start where your strengths are. And if you kind of just dabble in Facebook, but you're really not too sure yet and you don't post very much, then now is the time that you're going to start making some changes. And you're going to learn how to use Facebook to grow your business. Okay, so we have some social media to-dos every single day. The first thing is you're going to add 3 new friends onto Facebook every single day. Oh my gosh, 3 new friends. I remember when I started out as a coach, I think I had like 250 friends on Facebook. So this was kind of a big deal because I didn't like to add people that I didn't really know. And I was worried, what are they going to think? Or, I don't know, like, are they going to deny my request? But eventually, just like riding a bike when you're a little kid, the more you do it, the more you face that fear and experience that uncomfortableness, the more that you do it and you see that you don't die, you're okay, the more comfortable you'll become. And adding 3 friends a day on Facebook is super easy and you won't even be worried about it. So adding 3 friends a day on Facebook. Okay, so how do you do that? Maybe it's friends that you know. Really think about who did you go to high school with? Who are parents at your kids' school, or coworkers, or, just mutual friends? Who do you know out there that you can go search and just add them on Facebook? Or maybe join a group. That's going to be one of our action steps. Join a group that you have a common interest with. So if you like to coupon, join some couponing groups on Facebook. And as you interact in those groups and have conversations with people, add them. So there's different ways that you can add friends on Facebook, but you're going to work on adding 3 friends a day. And as you do that, you're going to write their name down so you remember who you're adding. The next thing you're going to do is inbox 3 new people a day, non-Beachbody things. So what does that look like? That looks like it's somebody's birthday, and instead of just going to be one of the 100 people that post happy birthday on their wall, you're going to actually send them an inbox. You know, maybe it's someone you went to high school with. You're like, hey, I just want to tell you happy birthday. I've seen so many pictures of your kids. They are super cute. How are you doing? An inbox like that. Or maybe you haven't talked to someone in a while. Reconnect with them. Or maybe you could tell that they're really struggling in a time in their life, or, you know, having a rough time. And so you message them and say, hey, I've noticed it looks like you might be struggling right now. I want you to know I'm praying for you. And is there any way I can help? Just reach out to people and be kind and build relationships. Nothing to do with Beachbody, but you've got to become that person that reaches out to others. And so you're going to do that through the inbox message, 3 people a day. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to spend 5 minutes being interested. So what does that mean? That means that you're going to go to these people who you've just added, go to their pages, and you're going to like their stuff and comment on their stuff. You know, when you post something, it feels good to get liked, or it feels good to have engagement on your page. And we always want people to be interested in our stuff. Well, the best way for people to be interested in us is for us to be interested in them. You want to be interesting to others? Be interested. And so you're going to spend 5 minutes a day going to those new friends pages and commenting. Not Facebook stalking, but they posted a picture this morning of their kids going to school. Comment. Ask a question, so then they're going to come back to you. If somebody posted, you know, a picture of something, comment. Or if they're asking a question or whatever, I want you to you know, engage with them and be interested in them. All right. And then the last thing for your social media to do is, well, actually there's 2 more things. You're going to join 1 new group a day. So think about what your interests are. Are you a couponer? Do you have preschoolers? And so you might join like a preschool group or a mom's group. Do you have a certain type of dog? I know there's tons of like boxer groups and bloodhound groups. You know, what do you like? My cousin's into photography, so she joined some photography groups, and she's like, wow, I never realized how easy it is to engage with people when you have true, genuine interest. So you think about what you're into and then join groups, you know, I don't know. So, you know, whatever you're interested in. One girl on our team, I always say she loves rats. Like, she has rats and she really loves them. And there's a lot of people in this country that love rats. Now, I wouldn't be in that group. I don't love rats, but she does. And so she's made a lot of friends through those groups. Or, so anyway, so you're going to join 1 group a day. And then lastly, you're going to post a minimum of 3 times a day. So maybe like a morning, afternoon, and evening type post. And we will talk about those types of posts. You don't want to bomb at Beachbody. You want to add value to people, and you want to share your life. Your goal now with your Facebook page is to connect with people and to allow people to get to know, like, and trust you. So you share little bits about yourself, and you add value and content to people's page. And because that's really, really important. And, you know, maybe once a day you're posting something. Maybe it's a sweaty pic or a new recipe that you just got, or, you know, maybe you and your husband did a workout together. And so you post about that and you ask the question, do you and your spouse work out? You know, you're going to post fitness things, but it's not going to be, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. Here's my Beachbody website. Go buy from me. Like, that's salesy. No one wants to sound salesy, and so you just don't do stuff like that. But you're going to post 3 times a day. And again, adding value and allowing people to get to know, like, and trust you, and sharing your journey as a coach and your journey through fitness. So those are your social media to-dos every single day. It's pretty simple. Again, it's just getting in the habit of... Okay, so now we're going to move on to the business to-dos. And this is really the second part of your 30-minute power hour. And the first business to-do that you have is inviting 3 people to a challenge group. And I know some of you guys feel nervous about inviting, maybe don't know who you should invite, but if you're working your social media the right way and you're starting conversations and you're posting good things and adding new people, you will have people to invite. And so you have to invite 3 people a day. Now, that doesn't mean that those people are all going to say yes, so don't get discouraged. I highly doubt when your coach first asks you to do a challenge group or be a coach, you said yes. It's a process. People normally need some time to think about it, to watch, and it's normally 30, 60, 90 days, sometimes a year after I've initially invited someone that they're actually ready to join. And so don't be discouraged. Replace the word of invite into sowing. You're sowing seeds. And so you should not be discouraged if you hear no's. Just understand that that really means no, not right now. So you need to invite 3 people a day. You could be inviting them to a 21-day fix challenge group, a size challenge group, maybe a Shakeology 5-day shakedown, or maybe it's a free clean eating group that you're running for 5 days. Whatever it is, but you need to constantly be sowing seeds and inviting people. So you invite 3 people a day to your challenge group and then write their name down and track it. Okay, the next part is that you're gonna invite 2 people a day to coaching. So normally the best coaches are usually challengers first because they have belief in the programs. They have belief in challenge groups. They have belief in the products. That's why you have to invite challengers. You have to invite people to challenge groups. You have to constantly be doing that and constantly be running challenge groups if you want to build your team. Because it's a natural transition when someone's in a challenge group and they're getting good results and they're loving the environment and they're having fun. It's a natural transition that they become a coach. It just happens. But if you aren't running a challenge group and you're not inviting people to be in challenges, then you're going to struggle on who you should invite to coaching and you're going to struggle to build your team. So you're going to focus on 2 coach invites a day. And again, it's just the law of sowing and reaping. You're going to invite somebody to coaching, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to say yes right away. It's a process. And so you invite them and then you continue to build your relationship with them. And when the timing is right for them, they will come to you or you will come to them and you guys will connect. And that's kind of how it works. But you must do this daily with consistency. Now, the third to do for your business is to follow up with people. As you're inviting, you have to follow up. Just because somebody might have seen your message that you invited them a couple days ago and they never responded doesn't mean you're like, oh my God, they don't want to, they didn't respond. No, sometimes I see messages and I get busy and I just don't respond. So the fortune is in the follow-up, and it's very, very important. So sometimes if I send a message to someone asking them or inviting them to be in a challenge group, and I know that they've seen it, but they haven't replied yet, I would, over the next day or so, make sure I engage with them on their page. So I'll like their stuff and comment on their stuff. And then maybe a day or 2 later, I'm going to message them and just be like, hey, I don't mean to keep bothering you, but I just don't want you to slip through the cracks because I know you were interested in this 21-day fixed challenge group. Just let me know either way if it's something that you still want to do. I would love to work with you, and I hope I hear from you soon. And that's kind of it. And that's how I follow up with people. But you've got to be tracking. And just don't assume that because somebody doesn't respond doesn't mean they're not interested. People are busy, and it's on you to follow up with them. Then your last to do is post in your challenge groups. If you're running a challenge group right now, you need to post in it. You need to be engaged. If you're a part of a challenge group, post in that challenge group. When you're running groups, you want people to engage in the group, right? Well, it starts with you. So make sure that you're engaging with the group as well. And then finally, and this is like a huge, huge thing. So we've talked about your social media to-dos and we've talked about your business to-dos. But what I haven't talked about yet and what is so important, and this is a given, and it's not part of this 30 minutes, is you need to get your workout in. You need to drink Shakeology, and you also need to be investing in personal development every single day. Because what you're thinking in your head is really going to ultimately lead to your success. And so if you're not literally reading or listening to audio, books or podcasts every single day, if you're not jumping on the national wake-up call and the team calls, then you will struggle. I don't care if you go through the motions of this 30-minute power hour. If you aren't feeding your brain with the right stuff, and if you aren't engaging with the team on calls and things like that, then you're going to struggle to build this business. It's a given. Honestly, I've been a coach for about 5 years. I don't know a single coach, a single successful coach who hasn't made personal development the biggest part of their life with this. It's just, it is. And if you don't do it, if you think it's not important, then I can pretty much guarantee you will fall off. You'll become frustrated. That negative voice inside your head, it'll kind of turn you away from this and tell you you can't do it, and you just kind of disengage slowly. So it is very important. It's imperative. You will probably fail at coaching if you are not doing personal development daily, and I'm being so serious. Every time I'm in the car, I'm listening to podcasts. They're free. Why not? Why not? I read books. I listen to audiobooks. I'm on team calls. I listen to the National Wake Up Call. I'm doing this. So if I'm doing this, then you definitely need to be doing this. If the top coaches in this business are doing this every single day, then you definitely need to. Because we aren't the top 5 coaches of the company, but if they're doing it, then you need to do it. Listen, it's the biggest thing that makes it between success and quitting is, and I don't say failure because we all fail at hitting goals, and so failure is a part of this business. You just have to accept that. But personal development is going to be the biggest variable. The people that are successful believe this, they're engaged, and they're doing it daily. The people who quit are the people who don't think they need it consistently. So that's a given. You need to make sure you're doing that. Work out, drink your Shakeology, and personal development and team engagement every single day. All right, everybody, that's what I got for you. That is your 30-minute power hour. I hope this helps. Create a habit. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Once you get in the habit of doing this, it will become easier and easier and easier. And I promise you, you will start seeing results with your business, and it is absolutely worth it.